was a match tonight. Things are about to get even more explosive as this is your main event of the broadcast, as for the first time since vanquishing the Fiend at WrestleMania in round 2, embracing his true self, the head of the bloodline, the tribal chief, compete for the first time since that night, but he will step inside the ring for the first time ever on an episode of Monday Night Carnage. Let's set you down the center at the feet of Jey Uso. What? He's not even supposed to be here. Superman punch! Into a spear! Is a savage.
Yeah. Let's go. It's the beginning, we already winning. We ripping like Jack, so you know that we killing. The flow is so cold at the bone, it is chilling. Just give me a minute, I'm feeling real vicious. Malicious, precision, destroy competition. The newest edition, the walk up and kill it. The war of attrition, we bring demolition. No need for permission, we never pay a mission. Hey, I'm a big dog, so I'll take the reins, spit flame like a dragon. Ice in my veins, up in the air with the planes. Looking down at the planes, we're little brains, just trying to make some gains. Hey,
I be on that light skin, I be on the top, you know that. I be on that right shit, I be way up. I be on that light skin, I be on the top, you know it.
It's Monday, and you know what that means. We we have finally reached the final stop before we bring you Carnage New Beginnings. St. Louis is tapped in for an explosive show this evening. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Carnage. Tonight, we fill out the final 2 spots in the upcoming King of the Ring tournament as the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin looks to get his shot at becoming king. But before that can happen, he needs to beat his opponent this evening. But the question is, who's his opponent? We'll find out. And then in a rematch from WWE Joker's Wild last December, the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre battles the Order's Karrion Kross. The last time these two clashed, Drew was destroyed by Kross. Will he finally get his revenge tonight? We'll find out as the night rolls on. And before they clash over the Women's World Championship, the EST and the Queen of Spades will be face-to-face one final time before their showdown. The last time this happened, Shayna stood over the champion. Will the same fate happen again? We'll find out. And speaking of fate, before he challenges Apollo Crews for the WWE World Heavyweight title at Carnage New Beginnings, the rebellious general, Aleister Black, has a final message for the Diamond. Another explosive edition of Monday Night Carnage is on tap tonight. And it looks like we're starting the night where Roman Reigns has been indefinitely suspended for his actions last week off Red Hot with a last man standing match. Entering into enemy territory is the man who has a lot riding on being the last man standing in this one. Because if he's not, his spot in the King of the Ring goes to Randy Orton. Ever since coming out of retirement, Edge has been involved in high-stakes matches. And tonight is no exception. Oh, and it looks like Randy Orton doesn't want to wait. Randy Orton stalking his former tag team partner, and Orton is on the attack. St. Louis' own Viper didn't even want a full entry. He's out for revenge against the man who betrayed him at WrestleMania. This crowd obviously 100% behind Randy Orton as Mike Chioda rushes to the stage because this match, if you didn't hear it, the bell rung. The last man standing match is officially underway. The rules as a scoop slam by Orton as he celebrates here in with this crowd. But the rules of a last man standing match is quite simple. The only way to win this match is to incapacitate your opponent so they cannot answer the referee's 10 count. Oh, he just landed on the back of his head. That lets you know that Orton does not care about Edge's previous neck injuries. He does not care about anything that went on with his former tag team partner. All he is about is revenge this evening. And as I mentioned, Edge's spot in the King of the Ring tournament is on the line for this one as he bouncing him off. So you already know that the stakes are extremely high on the final stop before Carnage New Beginnings. And where's Orton going? Only the Viper knows that he bounces his shoulder off again, and now Orton continuing his assault on his former tag team partner. Oh, Edge blocked that one, and a shot to the head of his own. The fight has spilled out into the crowd. For those who is not caught up to speed, the situation came about when Edge inadvertently speared Randy Orton during their tag team title opportunity at WrestleMania. But Edge felt that Orton was just holding him back, and he assaulted his former tag team partner and basically dismissed him for weeks until Orton finally struck last week when he laid Edge out with an RKO out of nowhere, quite literally, and left him just probably reevaluating his entire existence because that RKO was full of venom and fury and vengeance. Oh, speaking of vengeance, Orton did not expect that with Edge just hit him with clean in the ribs with that steel chair. But that is expected in the last man standing match. No rules, no exception. The only way to win is to incapacitate your opponent to where they cannot bounce him off the production crate. They cannot get back to their feet at the count of 10. That's the only way to win. And another bouncing him off again. Orton is staggered as Edge just stands over his staggered opponent. Orton is in no man's land again under another shot. Orton is rocked. He is staggered. Oh, and a shot to the ribs, and now Edge. Oh, and a shot. Randy Orton has been rocked. Can he get back to his feet in his last man standing match? Randy Orton has regained control during the commercial break after having his skull rocked with that steel trash can. And speaking of steel, after being introduced to those steel steps, Orton is not done with those steel steps at all. Those things weigh a ton. And he bounces off face first. As I said, Orton does not care about Edge's history with neck problems or the reason why he retired in the first place. He is all about revenge. And Randy Orton's level of revenge isn't really subtle, if you ask me. Referee at the count of 6, and Orton not even letting him get to the full count because he wants to continue to inflict punishment on his former tag team partner. And what's he going for? Oh, and he bounced him off the steel steps. Edge just went limp. Shades of what went down last week when Edge tried to basically punk out Xavier Woods and was met with an RKO. Oh, and Edge got back to his feet. Orton going for a lariat. Ducks out of the way, does Edge. And now Edge with a lariat of his own. Neither one of these men, their pride would not let them stay down whatsoever. They fought throughout this crowd. St. Louis is 100% behind Orton. And now they're right here at ringside. Bouncing him off face first. Oh, and it looks like that impact might have. Yep, I can't really see right here. Yep, it does. It looks like that impact off the barricade might have gashed Orton's skull. I can't tell you exactly where it is, but we're seeing some color right now during this last man standing match. And you already know that Edge is loving it because he loves to inflict pain on his opponent. And he's about to do it again with a steel chair off the spine of Orton. Orton just criminally, now targeting that knee again. Both men has had their history of knees and arms and pretty much all type of injury that you could think of due to their history in this business. And now their history is continuing in this last man standing match as Edge is not even letting Kyoto count because he wants to, like Orton, inflict more punishment on his opponent. Oh, he went for a shot to the ribs again, but Orton had that scouting. Now Orton, belly to back suplex connects. You already know his back is probably in serious pain after that being connected off the steel. And now Orton with a knee drop. And he's about to continue to flick. Oh, what a shot. He scraped his boot against the forehead. Orton. Oh, what a shot. Orton is still in control as we're back for this last man standing match with Edge's spot in the King of the Ring on the line as Orton has him right where he wants him with a DDT. It looked like he connected on his steel chair. As Kyoto is now able to start his count. Orton taking a breather. Up into the count of 5. Going for it, 7. Edge's spot is about to go away. Orton, he's not done inflicting his pain, going for the RKO, but he bounced him out of the way, does Edge, and a spear! Orton not letting Mike Kyoto finish his count, might come back to haunt him because he just ate a spear when he just got his RKO blocked. Referee at the count of 5, and look at the bottom of your screen. Edge is setting up a table. I'm about to say steel. There's so much steel involved in this match, but a table. So you already know his history with tables. You cannot even forget his TLC matches in 2000 and 2001 respectively. And a neck breaker. And you can't even forget his TLC match against John Cena in 2006. So he knows a thing or two about tables. Oh, Edge. He's not even letting Kyoto finish his count because he wants to inflict more punishment. Edge with another spear. He didn't even let Mike Kyoto get that count in because he has other plans for Randy Orton. As he walks with him, probably looking to powerbomb him to the outside through that table. But Orton finding out because he felt it, he sensed it. And now Orton, RKO! An RKO, it looked like he connected with on the steel. So you know the punishment is there. Oh. Orton looking to put him away permanently, going for the punt kick, but Edge got out of the way of it. Edge-o-matic. Edge saw his life flash before his eyes. So you know. Oh, I don't know what he was thinking about with that steel chair. But he has something else in mind. He just eyed that table that he set up because he is destined, he is determined to put Orton through that table as this crowd here in St. Louis just shower their displeasure on the Rated R Superstar. Scooping him up. Oh, he's about to send him out the hard way. Oh, he sent him through the table. Like his head bounced off the floor. He might be out. Orton is done. Edge is just basking in his handiwork. At the count of 7, this match is over. If Edge yet again not even letting him get all the way because he wants to inflict more punishment. This match is all more it's starting to feel like it's more about inflicting pain on the other as opposed to winning and heading to King of the Ring. Edge blames Orton for their loss at WrestleMania, and Orton just wants revenge. What a flapjack! But I feel like it's more than just a loss at WrestleMania. I feel like it's more than just that. It's like years of built-up frustration between the two that is finally imploding before our very eyes. Throwing a shot to the skull. Nothing is off limits between these two. They are, like I said, this is all about inflicting pain, and this St. Louis crowd is loving every second of it. Sending him back into the ring in the center of the ring because he wants to make sure that he knows that he took his spot in the King of the Ring tournament away from him. Edge in serious trouble in no man's land. What a DDT again! This crowd, they're hyping Orton up, say you got this in the bag. Oh, then yet again, Orton looking to seal the deal with a punt. No, Edge got out of the way again. Edge with another spear. Like the more Orton goes for that punt, the more Edge sees it coming at the corner of his eye. And Edge said, you should have let this go, Randy. And I might have to agree with him on this one because Edge is vicious at this point. He is not about to let up with Orton at all. Oh, and a low blow. This is who Edge has become. I thought this version of the Rated R Superstar was dead when he retired in 2011, but I guess I was wrong. I can admit when I was wrong. He is all about winning no matter the cost. And now Edge, he's about to inflict more punishment right here. And another spear. Yeah, this is way beyond just being the last man standing. This is about shortening another man's career. How the hell is Randy moving after 2 spears and a low blow? What? Oh my God! Edge just hit Randy on with the punt kick. The same move that Orton made famous, as well as a move that put Edge on the shelf, ironically, last fall. What is wrong with him? Mike Chioda can't even believe it either. These men were friends, and the referee has no choice but to count. Randy Orton has not moved since that punt. In the most disgusting way possible, Edge has maintained his spot in the King of the Ring as he is the last man standing. He has stated that he is focused not for likes and retweets on free apps, but he is focused on becoming a 2-time King of the Ring winner, and I just wish it wasn't this way. But here we are. As Edge sent Orton crashing through a table. Orton tried to fight back, but it was the back-to-back spears, a low blow, and then finally a punt kick. Orton's own punt kick that put him away. And unfortunately, this all went down in Randy Orton's hometown, and we need some help out here for Orton ASAP. But the fact remains, Edge is the last man standing. Oh, what the? Xavier Woods with a super kick. Xavier Woods would sweep revenge over Edge's assault last week, claiming that he is not and will never be a layup, and that Edge is in for a fight when that match goes down in the first round of the King of the Ring tournament. There you see Woods' tag team partner in the New Day, Kofi Kingston. And Kofi with a stamp of approval telling Woods that it's his time now to take the crown. Shots have been fired as King of the Ring will be starting very, very soon. Uh-oh. Yeah, you see Rikishi and he looks pissed. Stern warning from Rikishi, the uncle and special counsel to Roman Reigns. He will sit out this suspension, but when the time comes, the savagery will be off the charts. And speaking of savagery, we are moments away from the first of two final King of the Ring qualifying matches as we are in for a rematch that has been months in the making, representing the mysterious group known as the Order. He was once known as a killer on command, and now he's a Dutch of Doomsday. Being accompanied to the ring by his wife, the Duchess of Doomsday, Scarlet, he is Karrion Kross. The last time we saw Kross, he led the charge for the excommunication of the former disciple of the Order, Buddy Murphy. He left the former leader, Jeff Hardy, laying at WrestleMania, all on the orders of the new leader of the group, Seth Rollins, who's without a doubt watching this one closely, not only because he's in the tournament, but because he wants the Drew McIntyre situation, quote unquote, handled accordingly. And there you see Seth Rollins watching on as his disciple has been let off his chain after weeks of silence. And that is where we are now. As coming up next, it is a rematch from WWE Joker's Wild last December. Karrion Kross, Drew McIntyre, King of the Ring qualifying match, one of the final King of the Ring qualifying matches for this year's King of the Ring tournament. Don't go anywhere, because that match is next. Welcome back to Monday Night Carnage. Kross is pacing, but by the looks of it, chopping at the bit as well for this showdown to happen once again as we await the arrival of the Scottish Warrior, who is out for not only a spot in the King of the Ring tournament, but revenge against the man standing in that square circle right now. He is Drew McIntyre. Marching to the ring with a purpose, staring a hole in his adversary, because for the past couple of weeks, McIntyre has been aiding the likes of Keith Lee and Cesaro in their battles with the Order without even touching Karrion Kross, because he wanted the time to be right to finally get his revenge against the man who left him a bloody and broken mess in Las Vegas last year. Let's take a look back at that showdown to give you quite the refresher, and if you're squeamish, look away. As I've said, the battle was pretty much one-sided to the point where Drew McIntyre was put to sleep and was away from the ring to recover both physically and mentally. I spoke with Drew earlier, and he said that while he's had the backs of everyone, he told Keith Lee to focus on Bobby Lashley while he fights this one alone. And as you can see, he's focused and he's ready for war, and a war this will be. But that is what this is all about, a spot in the King of the Ring tournament. We only have two spots left, Kross, McIntyre, a rematch months in the making. Jessica Carr has her hands full in this one. There goes the bell, and here we go. McIntyre staring a hole in Kross. Claymore! Shades of Joker's Wild. McIntyre looking to put this one away early. Here's no! Kross kicked out at one. Shades of Joker's Wild when McIntyre hit the Claymore kick right out of the box. And now he's stalking, calling for it yet again. Going for the Kross with a double stomp to the chest. What a counter by Kross. Oh no. We saw this in December. Oh, those exposed elbows to the skull. McIntyre, he's had months away to prepare for this because he wanted, this is the only match that he ever wanted, and this is the opportunity that he is getting. Kross yet again in full control. Oh, what a shot. What a shot to the skull. Has him rocked on the apron. No. Don't do it. Don't do it, Kross. Don't. Oh, spine first off the apron. Kross has him in full control. Oh, snake eyes off the apron again. Oh, bouncing him off the barricade does Kross, and now Kross sending him back inside the ring. Oh, what is Kross? Oh, what a shot to the spine, and now Kross. Oh, look at him choke the life out of McIntyre. As I mentioned, Seth Rollins has finally let Karrion Kross off the leash because the Order following WrestleMania had went kind of on a, I guess you could say, a silent sabbatical, if you will. They were just biding their time as everyone just staked their claim in whatever they wanted to stake here on Monday Night Carnage, but they have finally been let off their leash. The War Raiders will possibly re-enter the tag team division as Kross looking to punch his ticket to King of the Ring, but only got a one for his troubles. So you know that Seth Rollins would love nothing more than to have Karrion Kross in the King of the Ring tournament. I guess you could say as a way to watch his back to lighten up the competition. But he has to get past a vengeful and a resilient Drew McIntyre. Oh, what's Kross going for? Oh, scooping him up, going for it. Powerbomb! He just folded him up, Kross. It's just, I guess you could say, enjoying inflicting all of the punishment he can on the man he left a bloody mess in Las Vegas last December. And oh, what a lariat! He didn't get all of it, he got enough to floor Karrion Kross. Oh, what a shot, knife edge. Another shot, another knife edge. He has Kross rocked. And now Drew McIntyre unleashing months and months of frustration on Kross. No one expected Drew McIntyre to just be destroyed the way that he was in December. Now he is back to settle the score. McIntyre was out with a concussion after being powerbombed from the apron at WrestleMania through a table, but now he's here to inflict more punishment on every member of the Order he can, starting with the man who left him laying in December. In that brutal one-side, oh, he's going for possibly going for a suplex, but Kross had it with a knee to the golden lariat. Couldn't get my words out quick enough, but we are here right now. Now, oh, Kross yet again. Kross throwing another. Jeez, oh my God. McIntyre, he has been busted wide open. And now Kross, he's a shark smelling blood, and he is about to enjoy every second of it. Can McIntyre get back in this King of the Ring qualifying match? Oh, he took his head off with that lariat. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the midst of a King of the Ring qualifying match between Karrion Kross and Drew McIntyre. Kross now targeting the leg as he's been targeting the legs during the commercial break. He is trying to take away that Claymore kick and just inflict an immense amount of torture on Drew McIntyre. Oh, what an elbow! And now McIntyre, oh, shoulder bump. Man, he finally found a way to try to get back out of the box, out of the corner that Kross left him in. And now Drew McIntyre. You do not want to headbutt this man because he's just absorbing every impact that he can. Oh, not again. He's going for it yet again. We saw this earlier. And a reverse Alabama slam. Drew saw the blood, and he is just using it as fuel at this point. He's probably going for the glass scout kiss, but Kross had that scouting. He's going for the three amigos, and he's going for another. And the fisherman hook of the leg. We're gonna put this on away too, and qualify for King of the Ring, only a 2. Kross, he got this one in the bag. We're moments away from a repeat of Vegas. Kross is about to put McIntyre to sleep yet again with the choke and punch his ticket to King of the Ring. The center of the ring know where to go, and what the? Oh my God! It's the Blackheart! What the? Where did Scarlett go? She has gone into the darkness with the Blackheart, and Kross can't believe his eyes, but he just took his eye off the ball, and now McIntyre's back up. Future Shock DDT. Kross let go of the sleeper and was met with a Future Shock DDT because of the return of the Blackheart, Lio Rush, and he's taking his eye off the game, and a Claymore. McIntyre stalking for a third Claymore kick. The return of Lio Rush and subsequent capture of Scarlett has taken Kross off his game, and he's in line for another Claymore. Shoots to half. McIntyre gets his revenge. McIntyre has finally defeated Karrion Kross and now has his spot in the King of the Ring. What a turn of events. However you look at that outcome, Drew McIntyre finally got his revenge, as he's learned from their last encounter, and that is not to let up on Kross at all. And it took 4 Claymore kicks to put him down for the count, and Kross had this one in the bag until we saw the return of Blackheart, Lio Rush. And because of this return, McIntyre took advantage of the distraction with the Future Shock and 3 back-to-back Claymore kicks, 4 overall, and that was enough to put him away. It was not an illusion. We have one more spot to fill out after this one, as Drew McIntyre celebrated his win, and Seth Rollins is not pleased with this outcome at all. And to play devil's advocate, you can't blame Kross. The sins of the past came back to haunt him, literally in the form of the Blackheart. Go drink a cold one, Drew. You've earned this one. You've earned this win. Finally, over Karrion Kross. And oh no. Scarlett is back. And Kross is pissed. He is pissed off because of what just went down. What is Scarlett looking at? Oh, it was not an illusion. Oh, and a shot to the skull. It was not an illusion. Lio Rush is back. It looks like he has one eye due to that bat off the skull at WrestleMania. It took his eye out, but he is still here for revenge. And now, and a flat. What a flatliner. As I said, it was not an illusion. Lio Rush is back, one eye and all, to get revenge on the man who in many ways cost him the Extreme Rules match at WrestleMania against Seth Rollins. He lost his soul because of Seth Rollins last November, and now he's back with vengeance and fury in his mind for what went down at WrestleMania, and he will stop at nothing to keep the rage alive. I counted him out at WrestleMania, but now he's back to usher in the backlash for what went down in Atlanta. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Karrion Kross is on a warpath and the deal is set. It will be Kross versus Blackheart, Lio Rush next week in MSG at Carnage, New Beginnings. And speaking of next week, in just a matter of moments, we will witness the final face-to-face between Shayna Baszler and this woman, the current reigning WWE Women's World Champion, the EST of the BDC and the WWE, Bianca Belair, just days before they clash for the women's title in MSG at Carnage, New Beginnings. The last time we saw the champion, she was left laying at the feet of her challenger and has since gone radio silent until now. She has been a dominant, win no matter the cost champion. I cannot forget her steel cage match against Rhea Ripley and how that went down. We haven't seen the nightmare since. But look at Bianca's right hand. It's completely taped up with those rings on her fingers. She knows how Camp Spades likes to play games. And of course, she stays ready. When we come back, we will finally get both the #1 ranked Shayna Baszler and the Women's World Champion in the same ring at the same time. And to steal a line from Merce YT13, this has combustible elements written all over it. Don't go anywhere, because this goes down next. Welcome back to Monday Night Carnage. It looks like before we get the arrival of Shayna Baszler, the Women's World Champion has something to say. This is true. Shayna Baszler has never beaten Bianca Belair. Bianca is so confident. Now let's bring out the challenger. I thought Shayna was supposed to come out here, but I guess not. She's obviously staying in the back. She is done listening to the nonsense. Bianca is done talking and she's ready for a fight. She's ready for, wait a minute, Sonya Deville trying to one up on Bianca, but that backfired real quick. Oh, and she takes her down. One of the prospects of Camp Spades tried to, I guess this is a trap laid by Shayna Baszler, but that didn't go so well. Oh, look at the strength of Bianca, running her into the corner, scooping her up, and she's about to do it yet again, and she's doing it pillar to post. Letting the world know that she is not one to mess with as Bianca unleashes. Oh, look, she's using the take fist. Oh my God. Sonya she is out. She is lighting her up, and now, oh, she's scooping her up. KOT! Bianca lit her ass up, and now she's sending a message to show. Oh, speaking of, turn around, Bianca. I'm about to get a repeat. Nope. She stopped in her tracks. Shayna walking away is surprising, but she won't be able to walk away 1 week from tonight when they finally do battle for the WWE Women's World Championship live in Madison Square Garden for Carnage New Beginnings. The EST, the Queen of Spades. One more time, will Bianca go 3-0 against Baszler, or will Shayna finally break Bianca by winning the title? The intensity will continue to heat up tonight, as still to come tonight, we will hear from the #1 contender for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, Aleister Black, who has one final message for Apollo Crews. How will that go down? We'll find out tonight. What a night it has been, where Roman Reigns has been indefinitely suspended for his actions last week, and we're moments away from filling out the final spot in the King of the Ring tournament. Out first is Baron Corbin, whom hasn't had much success in recent months, but what an opportunity for him to seal the deal and punch his ticket to the illustrious tournament. But first, he must get past his adversary this evening, who has yet to be named, and we're about to change that in just a matter of moments. You know what? We're about to change that right now. What? This is a surprise. For the first time since being portrayed by his former manager Zelina Vega, El Idolo is in St. Louis as Andrade Cien Almas is back, and he's looking to punch his ticket to King of the Ring and take that final spot in an already stacked field. As I mentioned, with Zelina turning her back on him, Andrade took some time away from the ring, and after a tumultuous year last year, where he was put on the shelf with back burns after being tackled into a breaker box at SummerSlam to being flacked with injuries left and right, El Idolo is back, and he looks refreshed. So Baron Corbin, you had better be on your A game, because he's going up against a former IWGP Intercontinental Champion, and he would love nothing more than to win some more championship gold. And the first step for him to do so will be going through the King of the Ring tournament. But first, he has to get there. Earlier tonight, we saw Edge overcome Randy Orton in the last man standing match to maintain his spot in the tournament, while Drew McIntyre, with an assist from the returning Blackheart Lio Rush, claimed his spot in the tournament. And now we are moments away, a mere heartbeat away, from finding out who will take that final spot in this illustrious tournament. A tournament that has pretty much begun launching the careers for the likes of Kurt Angle, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret the Hitman Hart, the only two-time King of the Ring winner, might I add. So you know, anyone that's in this field wants their name next to those in the history books. But first, we have to get past this last tournament. It's awesome to see Andrade back for this King of the Ring qualifying match. Can Corbin overcome him? We're about to find out as we are underway. Mike Chioda is your official for this one. Win and you're in kind of tournament. That's how it is. Let's go. Oh, it looks like Andrade backing Corbin up into the corner, which is kind of surprising. And of course, Corbin not taking too kind to that with a shot to the back of the head. Now he went for a shot, but Andrade had that scouted real quick. What a forearm by El Idolo. Has him rocked a third time, and now, what a slap to the face. Now Andrade playing games with Corbin in the corner. As I mentioned, Zelina Vega left this man high and dry to go to the side of her husband, Aleister Black. So you know Andrade is all about proving her wrong for turning her back on him. Oh, what a forearm. Repeated elbows to the jaw. And now Andrade in no man's, oh, and he got it that time. Here's 2, punching his ticket to King of the Ring, no, only a 2. Andrade pulling out all the stops so that he can have his name in that tournament, because it's a stat field, to say the very least. The likes of Big E Langston, Tommaso Ciampa, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Daniel Bryan. Oh, scoops out of the way. Now Baron Corbin. Oh, he thought he had him. Oh, what a lariat. Corbin has a lot to prove, because he wants that spot in the King of the Ring tournament, because he wants to be King Corbin. And yeah, we don't want that. He has him in, scooping him up. Corbin. Oh, what a power bomb. Andrade. This serious trouble right here too. And 3, no, only a 2. Oh, he just took this man's head off with that lariat. Good Lord. What a night that's been thus far. On Monday Night Carnage, still to come, Aleister Black. Speaking of Aleister Black, the man who took Zelina Vega away from Andrade, we will hear from him tonight as a final message to Apollo Crews. Corbin has regained firm control over El Idolo. And we already know what he's about. Oh, he's about to go for something right there. But Andrade took his head off with a lariat of his own. And now Corbin, I don't know if it was instincts or what, but he rolled to the outside. Now look at Andrade. Andrade. Oh, what a drop kick. Andrade is on fire in this one. Welcome back. We're in the midst of the final King of the Ring qualifying matches. Oh, look, he's going for a power driver, but Corbin might be too big for that to even happen, as he powered his way out of that one. Now Corbin, Baszler might as well get out of the way, Mike. Corbin, deep 6. The deep 6. Here's 1, here's 2, and Corbin going to King of the Ring, not quite. Corbin thought he had him in the bag with that deep 6, and now, scooping him up into the choke backbreaker. Now Corbin, he has Andrade right where he wants him, possibly going for the end of days. No, Andrade rolls through, sweeping up the legs, which is smart. Now Andrade, he's sticking in this fight. He's trying his best to keep the big man down, because the size advantage there and all. This might be a way. Some might not like it. Some might say no matter the cost, win at no matter the cost. And now, what a shot as Andrade flattens up Baron Corbin, looking to put this one away. Here's 2 after raking the eyes, and a 3, no, only a 2. It feels good to have Andrade back in the center of that ring, because he has been missing for a number of months. But he is here to remind everyone who the idol really is. Oh, what a shot. And another one. This time with the assist of the ropes. And now Andrade to the top. We saw him do this earlier, going for a moonsault. Got the knees up. He might have just sucked the life out of the chest of Andrade. And now he's about to put an end to his days. End of days. Here's 2. Baron Corbin is going to the King of the Ring. Andrade just kicked out of End of Days, and Corbin can't believe it. Corbin is losing his cool. You got to stay on him, man. I'm telling you that right now. You got to stay on him. Corbin, he's possibly going for another End of Days. Yep, there he does. Oh, Andrade with a kick to the knee. With a kick to the knee, and Andrade, what a shot. And now Andrade just crowning St. Louis, going behind. Oh, and the hammerlock DDT. Andrade not going for the cover, because he's sending a message to the field as he now calls this the idol DDT again, and just like that, Andrade has punched his ticket to King of the Ring. What a match! Andrade is back and better than ever as he has his sights set on King of the Ring. Let's roll back them highlights real quick as Andrade and Corbin thought he had him right there where he had the end of days, but Andrade found a way to get out of him. But Andrade came back with the hammerlock DDT, but he felt like he had to put a stamp on it with the idle DDT. And the field is now set. 16 men, one goal to not only become the next King of the Ring winner, but earn an opportunity at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. And wait a minute, is that Rey Mysterio under that hood? It is. We haven't seen Rey Mysterio. We haven't seen him since NXT TakeOver Homecoming last year, where he was involved in that triple threat match against Adam Cole and Ricochet for the NXT Championship. But why is he out here now? Interesting. Rey Mysterio needs to have a word with Andrade. Hopefully we learn more about this interesting exchange. Congratulations once again to Andrade Cien Almas. The King of the Ring is looking stacked, and honestly, I can't wait. Well, the Street Profits are not messing around when it comes to the Usos. Like, we weren't messing around for tonight's broadcast as the road to Carnage New Beginnings has reached its apex. But before we reach MSG, we have one final stop with Shotgun Saturday night, where before she clashes with Dakota Kai in a street fight, Ember Moon battles WWE's newest signee, Frankie Monet, in another quarterfinal matchup in the Women's Global Championship Invitational. Who will join Toni Storm and Naomi in the semifinals? We'll find out on Shotgun Saturday night. And competing in their first match in 2 weeks, WWE Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, will be in action as well as they look to send a message to the Usos. And you saw the move they were in moments ago. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford are bringing the smoke and then some to Shotgun Saturday night. And then we reach our destination as this match has been made official as of tonight, as Karrion Kross will now battle the returning Blackheart, Lio Rush, who will compete for the first time since his crushing loss at WrestleMania. Rush cost Kross his chance at King of the Ring by putting his hands on Scarlett, and now Kross has his chance at his own revenge. And speaking of revenge, Ember Moon was given a chance to pick the stipulation for her match against the woman who put her on the shelf with a head injury, Dakota Kai, and she chose a street fight. The War Goddess was eliminated by Kai at WrestleMania during an 8-woman elimination tag match with a steel chair, and now she has her chance at getting payback where there will be no rules and no excuses. Dakota Kai versus Ember Moon in a street fight. And Isaiah Swerve Scott is the newest member of the Beatdown Corporation, and he has been tasked by MVP to bring the television championship back to the BDC. But Swerve has to overcome a furious Bronson Reed to do so. But in order for that to happen, he must pin or force Reed to submit inside of a steel cage. Reed's representation, Teddy Long, made this match happen, and there will be nowhere for Swerve to run. A steel cage match is on tap for the World Television title. And this next match came about when Walter felt disrespected by Chris Jericho a couple of months back, and now both men will have some backup as Walter's Imperium battles Chris Jericho's Inner Circle in a massive 6-man tag team match. Walter, Fabian Eichner, and Marcel Bartel representing Imperium, and Chris Jericho, Santana, and Ortiz representing the Inner Circle. What a 6-man tag team match that will be. And in another championship match that comes off the heels of an unwarranted attack, Keith Lee finally has another opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship when he battles the Chief Hurt Officer, Bobby Lashley. His first title defense was interrupted and he took his anger out on Lee, which Lee retaliated to last week. Lee versus Lashley. Two beefy men slapping over one of the most prestigious prizes in the game today, the Intercontinental Championship. Earlier tonight, we saw them hold no punches with their words, but the time for talking is over as the #1 ranked Shayna Baszler challenges Bianca Belair for the WWE Women's World Championship. Bianca has been quite the dominant champion since winning the title back at Survivor Series. Will that continue, or will Baszler finally get her win over the EST when the dust settles? The EST, the Queen of Spades, the Women's World Championship. What a match that will be. And then in the main event, neither of these men are fan favorites, but they are all about fighting, as Aleister Black challenges Apollo Crews for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Black earned his opportunity back at WrestleMania, and now he has to go through the diamond if he wants to leave as champion. Crews has shown countless times that he will do whatever it takes to maintain his position on top, and he has finally reached a roadblock that not many think he can overcome in the form of the undefeated Black. Crews, Black for the WWE World title at Carnage New Beginnings. What a match that will be, but before we get there, we will hear from this man, the #1 contender for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, the second in command to the Rebellion, going unpinned and unsubmitted for the better part of a year. He is the man who retired Triple H in that grueling I Quit match at WrestleMania. He is Aleister Black. Rising from the depths of whatever hell he resides in, the most sadistic and twisted man in the WWE today is here to respond to the words of Apollo Crews last week, where Crews said that while Black and the Rebellion were out here messing around, he and the BDC were building a revolution. And so far, that is kind of true, as excluding the TV title, that corporation holds every major championship from the Women's World Championship to the World Heavyweight Championship. And if you ask me, the Rebellion isn't exactly on the same page as of late. They have to deal with Samoa Joe vying to destroy them, and hopefully others will join them, because we've had to deal with this group for a year, and it's been a year of hell, which probably explains why a small portion of the audience has been cheering Apollo Crews, because Crews is a lesser of evils. But last week, Black was silent while Apollo Crews was outspoken, and now the tides have turned. When we come back, we'll hear the final message from the #1 contender. What will he have to say just 7 days before his first world title opportunity in the WWE? We'll find out not soon, next. Welcome back to Monday Night Carnage. We are moments away from hearing Aleister Black's final message to Apollo Crews before their title match at Carnage New Beginnings. Let's hear what he has to say. Yeah, Zelina Vega is absent, which is kind of strange, but here we go. appears that Apollo Crews has heard enough. But the fact that this man thinks that the Rebellion deserves thanks or praise for what they did to this company that put us on the shelf out of work for over a month is baffling to me. But Apollo is here, making a feline to the ring right now, is the current WWE World Heavyweight Champion. You guys didn't catch, but referee Jessica Carr has been sent out here. The cabinet is trying to maintain the status of their main event next week. But if you ask me, they might need more than just Jessica out here, and this is why. Crews and Black, they're not holding back anymore. There is no more talking. It's all about fists of flying, and Black, the champion, overcame Black just like that, giving them a taste of next weekend. It looks like Black is trying to walk away from this situation. Jessica Carr, you might want to call some backup, because these two are not someone you want to be in between. And this is why Crews not even letting Black walk away, bouncing him off the apron, letting him know that you want to take my position, you want to take my title, then you're going to have to do a lot more than talk. You're going to have to fight. Oh, Apollo. Oh. Apollo with a shot. He has Black in the corner. Let him have it, Apollo. I can't believe I'm even cheering behind Apollo, but it's like I said, it's a lesser evil on the knee. It's a lesser of evils when you are cheering Apollo over Aleister Black, because no one can forget what this man did. Crews is rocked against the ropes, and Black with a boot, sending the champion to the floor. Oh, this guy. Of course, he says the same thing he did after he DDT'd Stephanie McMahon at WrestleMania. This man has no conscience, and he wants to be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Just sickening, but Apollo just backed away, and oh wait, I thought Apollo left, but he is not done. He is furious. He is not gonna let up. He said, "Yo, we not done. You want my title, you want my position, you're gonna have to kill me to take it from me." And Black is gonna oblige, and it looks like the melee has spilled to the stage. Jess, you might need some reinforcement. Oh, here comes the backup. Another referee in security trying to keep these two men apart. Chaos has erupted between the champion and challenger. Oh my God, we're out of time. If you made it to this point in the video, I would like to shout out my Patreon backers. Without you guys, I would not be where I am today. Thank you.